extension cords. I want to try to Dremel that nail this time.
Okay.
But this Dremel that I have, I need an extension cord for. Hey everybody, good morning. We will be right with you. We are waiting. Our toenail client ran early, so she's here already, but she was supposed to be here till 11:30, which is fine. I'm just saying. The only reason I'm saying it is because I'm running. That puts me behind, or feeling like I'm behind, when I thought I was early. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get a couple things. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Yeah, when you run a business, you're working 7 days a week. 7 days a week! That's what it's like right there. You want to run a business. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying you really are. If you really want to help people and they need you, you are there 7 days a week. Okay, so we're going to be somewhere in here. I want to say I don't even use the head on that. Okay? And we're going to do pads probably. I guess this client has a nail trim set up, but one of the nails is curling already. This goes in the bathing room. So I said, come tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do is her nail. Alright, I want to say once I get your nail trim done, then I can just get back to preparing for this next room, okay? Let me pull your file. Give me 1 second. Y'all saw Mary already before. The last time she came, I want to say her dog bit her. Was it the last time you came she bit you? Yeah, her dog bit her. Those of y'all think that working with aggressive dogs or dogs that have been injured, that hold a lot of trauma in their bodies is easy, it is not. And you have to be very careful. You have to read so many angles of what you're doing. It isn't just like whoop, whoop, whoop. I make it look that way because I've been doing it for a long time, but it is not that simple. Okay. So she's going to come in. We're going to be here. She's going to hold in the front. She actually likes to do a side hold. So let me turn her that way and put her possibly back there so y'all get a decent view. Be sure to check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. Hit that like button as you come in, and we are about to do this toenail trim, baby. All right, let me get gloves on, and my equipment's right there. We got that. Let me double check the file one more time. So she came in. Oh, I want to get an extension cord, right, for this Dremel. Those of you guys who bought that Dremel for me, I now know, because now I'm using it, because I'm not buying another battery. I'm not buying a $34 lithium battery for the one I used to use. That's just ridiculous. I've been selling the electric one that you plug in. That's exactly why. It's that when you plug in, yeah, you can't run outside with the Dremel, but you also never have to replace a battery, ever. So let me see here. We're doing... You want to just focus on, I think sometimes we do a tiny cut. We're just doing nails today, yeah?
Yeah, do you express implants?
You would say that. I don't think I can do that I think I have all my equipment for that at home.
I was gonna text you, I'm like.
Should have. I want to say I can't do that today because I needed some. But when's your next appointment?
Well, we'll have to make it, I'm not really sure. Cause the next one was March 25th.
So,
And
do you
then-
need anal glands express? What's she doing? Do we normally do anal glands?
No,
Yeah, so then, we've never done anal glands, so what are you doing here to me?
I mean, sorry.
Wait, okay, so if she needs anal glands done, what is she, why did that all of a sudden now?
Cause she's really straining to poop,
Okay,
and then she's scratching
okay,
her butt on the ground.
let me take a look back there,
Okay,
because we've never done it before.
no, we haven't.
But old age does onset different things, and so there was a dachshund that I was doing grooming for. By the time, nothing ever, boom, nothing ever for years, right? She turns 13 in the middle of the night. Yeah, they did call me, and I was like, I can't help you. It's best for you to go somewhere that can help you right now, because they were 40 minutes away from me. And I still picked up the phone with her. So midnight she calls me, her dog's outside screaming, trying to poop. At midnight, I don't know what they're doing, I don't know what kind of lifestyle they have, but I actually get it, I'm a night owl. So her dog's screaming. They went in, and that's what it was. The anal glands were too full, and one had ruptured. So then they had to do a suture, and it was very expensive. It was an ER visit for anal gland expression. But what my point is all the many years that they never did anal glands, they didn't spend the money doing anal glands either. So then when it hit hard $200-300. But now they knew they needed to do her glands. But it didn't happen all her age until 13. Do you see what I'm saying? So your Chihuahua, we may not, let me see if she's got dingleberries back there first.
Okay.
That may be what's like, oh my gosh, all this dry poop is bothering me, but we keep her pretty tidied up.
Yeah.
Maybe if she had diarrhea though, it could have done it. So we'll take a look there
Well,
first.
it's not diarrhea, it's just like usually.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like if there was a diarrhea session and then it got stuck and then it's dried out and then she's scooting, like if we look, then we'll see, right?
Alright.
But what were you gonna say? You said it wasn't diarrhea.
It was diarrhea, it's just she's really straining
Yeah.
to get it out. and
Okay.
It takes a longer time.
Oh,
than
I have
usual.
something else for you. So, do I have any here? I don't think I have any. And I don't want to sell it anymore because every time I have it, or if I became and all you're gonna do is give her a teaspoon. Okay, never get it out. Until we can do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
It'll loosen the stool.
I've done it before.
Okay.
I have to like mix it with something else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I kind of just mix it up with her food. Maybe if I give her some like food, just kind of mix it up.
You could do another thing too. Well, if this requires like, it might not work for you. Then you gotta go to some public. But if you get fresh, squash is the same kind of thing. I would get her this the acorn squash, the green and orange one, that one, and cut it up and feed it like a treat rather than having it mushy.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible. You have to play around and see if it works. But this will only buy you time. So I'll see if I have the equipment to do it. I have my bottle of lubricant. So if I need lubricant, then I can't do it if I don't use it. So you can go do that now. They might charge $30-40 plus update real fast.
Well, yeah, I think she's updated because.
Yeah, she's updated.
But
You're good.
she is
Okay.
turning 13 on the 10th.
That's funny that I just said the 13
I know.
Dachshund.
I know.
Okay, come here, and I would
I'm just
put your
gonna
purse
purse-
out there. Put your
yeah.
purse out there, and come in here. Do you have your own muzzle already? You said. And I want to say, I do a cone head.
What's that?
Do I put a cone head on her?
Last time.
I need to. She got bit last time. I need to put a. I'm gonna put a cone head on her.
Okay.
She bit the owner last time. Better safe than sorry, people. All right, so Dremel extension cord. Y'all helping me out here or what? Kitty cat, don't you come in here like you just went partying. You go on in there. No, don't look at that dog like that. That dog, yeah, go hang out in there for a second. And don't unlock the door either. You can go in there.
Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Tinkerbell. She looks cute, but Looks can be deceiving. But she's still my baby, aren't you? She has some matted hair, and I saw.
She has some matted hair?
I saw your little comb out there. So.
What comb? You want a comb for matted hair? You're something else. She's something else, you guys. We need to get her in some training classes.
She, right, it's always like the long hair by her ears.
I'm not doing external anal gland expressions. I don't recommend it, and I don't recommend anyone doing those. So no, thank you. Do not do an external anal gland expression, period. I don't train that, and I have not been trained to do that. Well, I used to do that at PetSmart. I do not believe in external anal gland expressions. Why? It's the stupidest thing out there that you can do. Let me tell you why. Anal glands are two like balloons inside the body, and if you pinch the edge of the balloon and try to get all the water out, you are only going to get a little tiny psst, because you need to get your fingers and hand behind that whole balloon to get all of the fluid out. So if you are only doing a little like this on the balloon, you are not getting that whole sac, and you are on the external of that anal gland, and you abrupt it and cause a rip or tear and cause an infection. And yes, the dog can die of a blood infection by doing an external anal gland expression. So if you know me at all, you know that I would never do that, and do not do that. And I'm going to delete your comment because you should not be teaching people that. Thank you so much for listening. Do not do an external anal gland expression. And you know how I know this? Because a client stood in front of me and told me how her dog died when someone ripped her dog's anal glands by doing an external anal gland expression. That Shih Tzu died.
Really?
His whole rear end got infected. They went to the ER the second she picked up that dog from the groom shop, and it was a local groom shop in Keller. She picks up the dog. The second time it happened, the first time it happened, the dog didn't die. The second time it happened, it's like, in my opinion, whoever was doing anal gland expressions externally had fake nails. And so those fake nails ripped the wall of that anal gland area and caused an infection. The first time she picks up her dog, the first time it happened. So that most groomers or bathers they are taught to do anal gland expression on every dog in the bathtub, which is not true. You should not do that. Every dog, me and you have blonde hair, me and you have brown hair. It doesn't mean you need to go dye your hair to match mine. Every dog has anal gland expressions. It doesn't mean every single dog has an anal gland problem. So don't mess with something that's not broken. So when you start messing with something that ain't broken, then you cause a problem, and then you have to keep going back and doing an anal gland expression, right?
Right.
So don't do that to every dog. I don't know who taught us that, but every dog in the bathtub should not get anal gland expression. So in that place at Keller, every dog gets anal gland expression, because her dog, the first time, she's been going there years for grooming. So one of the times she picks up, boom, goes straight to the ER. There's a problem with the anal sac area. It's bleeding. It's got a problem. Okay, there was a rip, blah, blah, blah. Heal, medicine. Horrible place to heal, by the way. And then next groom, she said, I wanted to change, but I didn't. I was lazy, da-da-da-da-da. Went back, did it again. Same thing. Left the groomer, went to the ER, paid all that again. Now that was the beginning of the end. 6 months later, the entire rear end was black, dying and decayed, and he passed away from blood poisoning.
Oh, okay.
Do not do an external anal gland expression, which means if you don't know how to do internal, you should not be doing it at all. Food for thought. Okay, you're learning some stuff too, huh?
Yes.
Sorry, you got here early, Mary.
No, that's okay.
Got here early, girl. Still got so much to do.
I was expecting it to take an hour to drive here, but my phone's only,
Fast.
yeah, it was only 31 minutes, so.
Oh, nice. Don't say anything about where you live or whatever.
No, I won't.
Some people forget.
take this off. Oh, stop, stop. I know you don't like me touching you. I'm gonna put her leash in my purse because I can see myself leaving it here.
So we have that dog coming in, and then you and I have to do something else here.
Stop. She bit me there yesterday. I was giving her a bath.
What?
See a little-
Oh my gosh, show over here, just show right here, like right here. Look, she bit her yesterday giving a bath. Oh, so should you use a cone head every time you kind of even mess with her?
Probably.
Yeah.
But the
Do you
thing
have
is,
one?
I had one. But she is worse with it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So let me ask you this: when you had a problem, before you do anything with her, do you take her for a walk? Do you give her exercise?
I had taken her for a walk earlier in the day. But,
Okay,
but
so try
but-
this. Try this. She's about to bite me. Try this. Next time you're gonna do anything, bathing, nails, blah blah blah. You come here, you walk, right?
Mhm.
So at home too. Bad day, walk inside. Okay. So now you have to start this. You're gonna get hurt one time, just like some of my other clients who taught me what it's like. If you get bit and your body doesn't fight off the infection, you will be in the ER too.
And then yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay, well we don't want that to happen. So what you want to do is avoid being bit. So whatever that looks like for you, meaning, okay, you don't like that, then I guess we're gonna do it this way. Or I don't bathe you anymore, I get assistance. Whatever that looks like, because you need to protect yourself. An ER visit can be very expensive. One of my clients had gotten bit, 3 days later it was infected. It wasn't like every normal bite. It was infected, blood poisoning. She's in the ER, she was fighting for her life. It wasn't just like an ER, let me get an IV. She almost died. She taught me that about how important it is not to get bit. Owner or groomer.
Right.
Okay, it's not like, ooh, cool, I can handle being bit. No. You don't want to. You don't know what infection your body's gonna have to fight, and if it can, even survive that.
Right.
Okay, especially as we get older. Okay, don't get bit anymore. We need to avoid that. So I'm gonna have you on this side, and then the camera can look at your pet as we groom, and then that gives them something to look at. And thank you again for letting me always record. You know, everyone. Let me tell you. Yesterday I didn't go live because the gentleman was like, "No, I don't want to be live. I don't want you to record." I said, "Well, this is how you found me." Well, you know, I don't want to be on video for whatever reason.
Stop.
You know.
Stop.
So those people who let me record, I always get permission first. I don't need to get permission. They're on my property and it's my video in Texas. That's what it's true. I don't have to get permission. They're here in my property and I got cameras looking at them and it's just like I am recording.
Stop it.
But your laws are different in every state and so there you need to check what you need to do. But I don't need to get permission, to be honest with you. Okay, I can help you. She's trying to bite.
Yeah, she did try to bite. I'm fine. Sometimes it's just a warning bite. Like when I put her harness on, she like just gnaws on me to let me know she doesn't like it. And so I just like I calm her down. It's okay. I know you don't like this. And then she just like.
Okay, you got it on. Hold her there.
You're okay. Yes, you can breathe just fine. Yes, you can breathe just fine. Yes, you can.
So when you guys buy a Dremel from me, and when you get the Dremel, it does not come with a bullet Dremel tip. So I sell these separate. Make sure if you're using a Dremel, you get one of these. There's not one sander in that Dremel kit. This is why I sell these. So you don't have to buy a kit of 100. You can just buy the one you need. This Dremel does not come with this tool. Let me see.
She did bite me.
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, she's done worse, so that didn't.
Okay, so here's your tools, right? In this entire kit, there's nothing in here that shows you this bullet tip.
Okay.
It's important. And this is super tiny. I have a bunch of different ones. This is a super tiny one, and you want to have the tiny one for her nail, which is really close to the pad. There's also a bullet that I use for, say, Doodle's big feet, so it's completely different. So you loosen it, you're holding this little button right here, loosen it up with your little driver and tighten it up here. Let's go this way. And then I'm still holding the button and tighten it like that all the way so it doesn't come flying out. All right. Okay, so.
Do we want to put it on?
Yep, I got it right here. Did you say something about being matted though?
Yes, but I've been.
That's good, that's good, that's good. What'd you say though?
I've been kind of working on it.
On this, something here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. What is this?
That's
Part of her muzzle?
Yeah.
Okay, we need a. Oh gosh, you guys. And she's 13 soon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We can see that, can't we? What's up, everybody? How we doing? We're doing a toenail trim as we wait for our Australian Shepherd with DM to arrive so we can groom him together.
You are okay. I don't know why you're so frowning this time. You did so well. I think last time it really hurt. That's why I was like, no, we're going to see if we get in earlier.
I want to say, I mean, it looks like you hadn't been in a minute, but you just were here. Hold on.
Like in
January, February, and it's only March something. So you actually were here January 21st, 2023.
Really?
And look at her pads; they're all grown out. And that's why I'm
Yes.
putting on my. This is not just a quick nail trim. This is just a regular service. So I was like thinking this would be easy and quick to grab a couple nails, but it's not. We're grown out and everything.
Yes, I know. You're all right. You're okay.
There is a point where you can just say, Dee Dee, why don't we just do full grooming when you come in?
Okay.
And I would say with her age, I'm not going to blow dry her. That's like a jet engine, but that takes you, unless you have to spot clean her, it kind of will take you out of the equation. I don't know what your budget is, and I don't know why we only do nail trimming package and kind of trim up, but that might be something you might want to do.
Okay.
You think about it and let me know. We can always turn this into just like a groom, okay?
Okay.
And not like a full, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I do the bath and everything for you, so you don't have to think about that. And we can do it like every other time, you know, budget-wise. If I'm not really sure, I just like to think like that.
How much does it cost for you to bathe her?
Yeah, we'll talk about that offline.
Okay. See, that's not so bad.
I'm gonna trim now and
It's okay. See, it's not hurting you. That's why we came in early.
stay as you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and trim, then I'm gonna go around and Dremel,
Okay.
okay? Because, yeah, watch the table. I mean, you just don't lean too far.
I know, I just, see, you're doing okay.
Yeah, look at the pad, how it's grown out all the way.
I
Like,
know.
you weren't supposed to be here for another 3 weeks, right?
Right.
What are you feeding her? No.
I think she's always been like that.
I'm just messing.
I used to have to get her nails clipped once a month.
Really?
Yeah. online? I found you online.
Yeah, turn around.
Turn her around?
If you, do you want to turn around?
No.
She said, do you want to turn her around? Okay.
Wait a minute, just,
Shh. Hold on, I'm gonna ditch the harness.
okay. Let me just, that's better. I know, it's okay. It's okay, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Oh, it's okay.
We don't want you to fight, no. Not if you're gonna, does she have claps trachea, right?
Yes, she does.
We don't want you to fight, honey.
I know,
Okay?
when I was walking her, I'm like, oh, I should get
Really?
my medicine.
Okay. Stay there, okay?
Oh, shh, you're okay.
If you need to exit and come back in, go. Go.
Okay.
Go change the subject. Walk around out there. Go change the subject. When you have an animal with claps trachea, I had Duke who had claps trachea. If you have an animal with claps trachea, here's some tips. I've never told you this stuff. So when you have an animal and you're working with an animal with claps trachea and you have to get something done, you have to get the nail trimmed. Like the reason why we're here so early, which is like less than 3 weeks ago, is because she literally said in a text message, I don't like to lie, so I like people to listen and believe and know, so let me pull up her text message here. Oh, maybe I deleted it already. I delete stuff fast. I deleted it already. But the reason why is that I get so many text messages. So the problem was one of the nails is that one that was almost in the body and was in the body a time before that. The reason why we're in here every month, 6 to 8 weeks now, because we were doing every 3 to 6 months. This one time it was in there, it was like pulling it out of the body, is because what happened? Took it off. She took everything off?
Yes.
The muzzle too?
Yes.
She took everything off. That's how smart this dog is. Okay, do you want to try to put the muzzle back on now?
I think so.
Okay, perfect.
I think it's just,
Okay.
if we don't, she'll.
Yeah. Real quick while she's smelling that cone head. Go, boom, boom. Right here. There you go. Go ahead, there you go, Mom. Go, you go. Click that. There you go. Oh, you don't click anything. It's Velcro. Okay, got it. Okay, don't bite anymore. Here we go. Okay, you're pissed off. Okay, come here. Oh, no, don't get that upset. No, you're okay. No, you're okay. Okay, hold tight. Okay, well, you're gonna have to come on this side for me. Wash the cord here. There's a lot going on, right? Cords, things, equipment, aggressive dog. Okay. Stay there just like that. Hold tight.
You're okay.
Okay, I actually need to trim this first. Can't see what you're doing if you're not going to trim it, okay?
Notice the bottom of her pad, or like around her pads, her skin is like red.
Mm-hmm.
Is that from like just chewing and?
Mm-hmm. Staining from the saliva.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you notice don't let go. If you notice that there is a lot of chewing happening at certain times, figure out what time that is. Is it right after being walked? And if it is right after being walked, sucks for you, but pick her up and just rinse her feet real fast.
And I've done that.
But when you say you've done that, it's like once in 6 months, or
No, I mean she chews on her and
pulling. She's not gonna like it. Okay, there you go. She's doing good.
she does it even when she doesn't go for a walk.
She does it when she hasn't gone for a walk. But
she does it every day is what I'm saying. Whether she goes for a walk or not.
Okay, so do me a favor. Try to rinse her feet every single time. Like literally. Try to rinse her feet every single time. and let me know if it starts to stop, okay? I think this is her first time trembling.
I think you did it once before. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Like, let it fall. Don't let go. Just don't let go. No, no, get your face out of there. Don't let go. Don't. Don't let go. Don't let go.
You are going so good.
Don't watch your face.
Sorry.
See how I moved that all the way back? Look, I brought it all the way off that pad. Don't let go. Don't let go.
It's okay.
Keep your face up. He's a biter. This last one, these are the ones, these last two.
Okay.
This will really start to change the dynamic of the nails.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to this one that's causing a problem. Hold on, we're almost done, Mom. I know she's heavy. Yeah, done. So, I would say that's it, and then maybe just let's see you in three to 4 weeks, and then let's do this other stuff in 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. It's just right there, and it's the same spot.
Same. What is the same spot? What do you mean?
I mean, the matting.
So she's gonna let you touch her right there like that?
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. So can we?
I mean, I'm okay with it. It's not really
What is
that
it?
bad.
What is it?
It's just a little matting. She's fine.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a haircut in 3 to 4 weeks?
Okay.
So I want to say, why don't we just keep your next appointment?
Okay.
You come in for that. That way, because she has collapsed trachea. It's a whole. She's not doing it yet. She gave us a warning a second ago.
Yeah.
If we push her to past the limit, she's gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would also start to ditch the collar. The collar she has on.
Oh, okay.
Let's ditch that.
And
Put the tags on her. This.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And then, I mean, obviously, if she gets away from you, she doesn't have any collars on, she ditches the harness, it's a bad day.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll meet you in the front. Thank you
Right.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for letting me, give you a little crap, I'm really playful with my clients. I love my clients. I hope that comes across in a late night call, like 8 p.m., talking about come in tomorrow. So those of you guys who don't know me very well, get to know me, okay, before you judge. All right, let's go ahead and change this, and we'll be right back. Our next client should be here any minute now, if she's not here already. Thank you so much, MP, for your YouTube donation. Woohoo! Those of you guys watching on Facebook, thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate you as well. And I take a break real quick. I'm going to come clean up real quick, and check and see if my client's outside. And, goodness, okay. I don't know if any of you guys are watching. This statement is for those people who can work but don't want to. There is a job out there that someone wants you to do, and Americans, we need to this is why we want to hire non-Americans, is because Americans don't really want to work. So if you can see that I hardly have help, it's true. Every time I get help, they don't stay very long, and we all small businesses need some help. So those of you guys who can work, please consider getting out there and working in your community, because I know I'm not the only one feeling the pressure of that. Because honestly, I should have some help, you know what I mean? It's hard to find help that wants to stay. That's why soon I'm going to just start training people and spitting them out into the industry to make money. There's money to be made. Yeah, it's one serious extension cord for that room. I'll be right back. You coming at me? Don't come at me. What the heck? Don't come at me, girl. Don't come at me talking about. Hey, control your dog. Go over there and see your mama. I'm gonna record this right here. She trying to attack me. She's trying to attack me. Oh my God. Oh yeah. See, now you ain't gonna say nothing, huh? Now you're gonna say nothing. You want to try one more time? Go ahead, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like that. No, no. How are you gonna attack me? I just helped you, girl. I'm gonna come here. Where are you going? Don't be using the bathroom up in here. Don't be using. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, now you're running from me. Oh my gosh. Hey, hey, what are you doing? That's not for you. No, no, ma'am. Did you give her a treat already? I did. Oh my gosh. She came at me, man. She's coming at you. Hilarious. Oh, what? What you got? You woke up? Are you woke up? Huh? My husband just. Come here. Come here. Doggy? Yeah, all he has to do is walk near her and he's like, come here. Come here. Look at your tongue. Your tongue is so long. Why is your tongue so long? All right, I gotta let you go. Okay. But let's just keep our next one. Okay. Is that fair? It's okay. Are you tired? Well, I am, but I'm starting to work early. Where? I do home health. Oh, okay. So I'm like, do you want a position somewhere? I actually got a job. Okay, cool. Where? It's kids care. Okay. And you're going to like, okay. I used to work. I got my eye on you. You're sneaking up on me. I know what you're capable of. Hi, you want a treat? You want to say hi? It's so funny. She's just like so mean. Reminds me of my cat. She's so sweet and has such a great personality, and then like a cat, you know, like a Yeah.
cat. Yeah, exactly like a cat.
Hi. I want to record you, but who do you need to go? I need to do that. You get too excited, your life is too fast. You start getting really confident. What happened? You know that?
She gets excited.
So you have to, it's like you get excited, you get quiet.
Like even with dogs, when they're taking people for a walk,
Yeah.
they get quiet.
Yeah. Hey, hey, oh, mamacita. Okay, I'll let you handle that. And you just keep your towel and stuff. But yeah, you're back. So you have 25 chicken change.
Yep, 25.
Okay, here's sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I need to get this situated right here.
Oh,
or to the left?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Okay, perfect. So while she's using the restroom, by the way, her dog pottied in the living room, because I have a living room here. So walk your pet and clean up after your pet and give your pets time to go potty when they come to a groom shop or a veterinarian or kennel or Home Depot or wherever you're going with your dog. Give them time to poo and pee outside before you walk into the business. Food for thought. So this is what I want to show you. I'm going to show you a toenail trim. Okay. You're good, right?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, I'll give you a hug before you leave.
Okay.
Let me know when you're walking out.
Yeah, I'm ready to walk out.
She ain't ready. She got to pick up her stuff. All right, so here's the toenail trim. Here's a toenail. Here's a toenail, okay? You guys see that, okay? Here's a toenail. Here's your vein, okay? Here is like this part of the, and then there's another one, right? Right, feel me out. Okay, right there. And this is hair, obviously. This is a toenail. Let me fix this one. I'm going to take this one back because everyone is different. Hi, girl.
Look at her now.
You're chilling now. Everything's fine and dandy. Wait one moment. On the couch, passing is like happy as go lucky. All right, I'm gonna lock you out.
Okay.
Did I give you a hug already?
No.
Yeah. Love you, girl. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out. So glad
I
you
found you.
Oh, I'm so glad you found me too. Thank you. Thank you for letting me take care of her until the end of her life.
Yes.
I'm so glad to be here for you. Okay, I'm gonna go back to you two. I'll walk up when you leave. Okay. Y'all with me? Can I get some thumbs up in the comments? Live chat, thumbs up. Are you with me? Can you hear me? Can you hear? I'm waiting for some thumbs up here, people. Thumbs up. Do I see any thumbs up yet? One thumb up. Come on. Who's out there on the live chat? MP is getting a free gift from Dee Dee today for the first thumbs up out there. Thumbs up. Who's got thumbs up? Okay. Connie sent me this a long time ago. Connie, love you, girl. Miss you. Haven't heard from you in years. You're doing all right? All right. Here's your toenails. You got the hair. So this is like this, and then the nail comes out of that. Right? This is the top of their paw. The nails come out. Boom, boom, boom. This is their knuckle. It is covered by hair usually. In this case, this last one here, okay, it's not even like that. This last one here is doing this. And really the meat goes like this. Maybe not so thick. Precise. You have to understand what I'm doing. Okay. So the last one, this is all meat, all this dark area. Okay. This is all meat. So that nail has started to do this. And you cannot get the toenail clipper here. Honestly, let me see here. Yeah, that's it right there, like this. So this is the nail, this right here. This is one nail, okay? This is the pad and meat underneath the nail. The nail clipper, when you open this up, the gap, the thickness of the teeth from here, this right here, this orange, that orange area will not fit in there anymore. In here. So you take your Dremel and you take the nail and you force the nail to do that. Dremel. So those of you guys who do not know what I'm talking about, when you look at a nail and you use a Dremel and you see a toenail, you will know. But unless you are doing it, you will not know. What you don't know until you know. And when you know, then you do know. So if you are working with a nail that is like a hook against the body, and you can't get your toenail clipper to cut that off because the meat of that beginning of the nail clipper itself is too thick because of the design of the nail clipper. And these are one of the best nail clippers that I've used. And they seem to all have, you know, like that's why they copy things. People copy things. They copy designs. They find out the design, order it, and just implement the same blueprint. That's why I hate it when they remake films. Don't remake a film. Make it a different film better. Take the same concept but make it better. Take the same blueprint but make it better. Don't just copy that and then double it and turn it blue and sell it as a knockoff. Don't do that. If you're going to copy other people's stuff, be smart about it, copy it, and make it better. You know why they don't make it better? Because they're not actually using the tool. I will make my own nail clipper one day because it's important to have the right tool. These are actually not perfect tools. And no tool will be perfect, but these are not even good enough for me. But they're the best that I have found to do what I need it to do, which is why when I decide to sell something, I'm really picky. You know how many emails I get to offer, like, hey, we'll send you this for free. Very rarely do I actually do that because they don't like it when I tell the truth. You won't believe the arguments. I have a camera in there. You won't believe the arguments I get from these folks. There's my client. I hope this taught you why we had to Dremel that and why I don't Dremel every nail. I don't need to, but certain dogs you do, and you could. Be right back. I'm liking this baby. I'm gonna have to use this more often. All right, so she is arriving, and wow, my heart just dropped. I mean, he can't walk no more properly, and I knew that that's what we are facing today with grooming this Australian Shepherd. He was just diagnosed, and so the disease is just beginning, but she says it is taking its toll, and it's going fast. And because this is something we genetically test for in a lot of panels that you test for when you become a breeder, I really would like to help dogs with this problem. So here we go. We're about to get him in here, and you will see what it looks like to have DM. Okay? In this situation, I've decided to let the pet parent be in here the entire time. And as we go into this grooming, this would not be the first time we ever had to do this, so really sure what all we're doing, but she hasn't been able to get him groomed in over 6 months, and maybe she'll tell us a little bit why. Don't let me forget to get her a mask to wear, and I may need the other ones here, and a smock. Okay, so this is for that. As soon as I opened the door, I noticed, she's actually supporting her dog with a tool to keep him up. I'm wondering if I have I don't think I have one tall enough, but a used assist roller, something like that. If you donate your stuff to me, I will reuse it to people who do need it. So keep that in mind, okay? So Miso's mom donated several, what do I want to say? Not a wheelchair for a dog, but like something like that. Oh, it's open. Okay, hold on here. Okay, she's coming back. We'll be right back with you folks. Thanks a lot for joining. Please hit that like button, follow, and share. And make sure I have everything pretty close to me. She's going to come and do that. Give me 1 second. yeah, you guys, we're gonna do a lot of stuff on the floor, I think, with him. At least a handful of things. He still has his own characteristics, huh?
I don't want a haircut. You want my help?
Yeah, help mom. Help him.
Okay. It's kind of guided in that direction, okay? Hello, buddy. You guys go get a haircut, okay? This way. Come on. Hey, bud. No, we're not going here. Yeah. Okay. All right, look up.
Come on, Atlas. I know I'm in your way. Come in here. Come on, Atlas. Come on, Atlas. Come on, Atlas. Come on, bub. Maybe I should go this way with it. Come over here. Right over there first, and we'll do the floor thing I was talking about.
Okay, come on. No.
I don't want a haircut.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you can lay down. Lay down.
Mom, forgive me, just slap me, okay? Can you get on the ground with him if you want? And are you able to get up?
Yes.
Okay. Some folks cannot get up, so it's okay if you can't, but,
It might be hilarious, but
okay, I won't try to film you trying to go up or down, okay? Y'all just quit, just be nice out there. And my moderators will handle y'all and not want to be nice.
it's okay.
Do I smell bum bum? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I smell some bum bum here.
Yeah, this is a new thing too. He has spasms with his tail and his butt,
Okay?
and I think he experiences constipation.
Okay.
I don't know how much control he has anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get all that cleaned up, okay? So the first thing I want to do is work on his feet, and I'm going to change over here with this mat. We're going to do pads on the floor. Him having DM, and you're live on YouTube right now. If you want to talk about what you've learned so far, this would be the place to share anything you learned already while I'm just working on them.
Okay.
And I'll interrupt and we'll go about our business together no matter what, but you can mention stuff because this is where we'll grab all that footage from for me to pull out the DM stuff,
Yeah.
And I'm saying DM, the official name is Degenerative Myelopathy. Any dogs that are being bred, you guys should be testing for that. Genetic testing, and if you need a genetic testing link, I have it. Okay, I might do 7 and 10 down there. I don't love working on the floor, but I'm sorry if there is a dire need. I'm going to do what I can on the floor and then the rest on the table. Depending on the animal and situation, okay? So, why don't I like working on the floor? It's back-breaking. If I worked on the floor every time, I would not have a back. It's already a problem. Okay, let me see here. That's fine. So yeah, do that. Turn him this way. So the bottom of the feet will be looking at me, right?
Okay.
So we'll turn him back. There you go. And you can scoot to him or scoot him to you. Okay. And we got here.
Yeah, his back toenails, kind of typical of the disease, are pretty worn down.
Typical of the disease are worn down. So DM gives them no nails.
No, he's dragging his feet most of the time, and so it wears them down.
Okay. So he's dragging his feet a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got, which leg is it?
Which, by the way, will start to possibly just burn the top of his toe. Like, not just the nails, but
Yeah.
it'll start, right?
I got him some boots that are rubber soled, and they're sock-like, and they come up pretty tall.
Okay.
So that's gonna help stop that, because he's also got a scrape on his leg from going in and out of the dog door.
Okay, so he's still trying to do some, for me, I think I would say you can't do the dog door anymore.
Yeah, so the dog door goes to the garage, and I just started opening the back door of the garage so he can come and go through the door instead of trying to go through the dog door.
Yeah, so, I mean, you gotta definitely change some things for him now.
Yes.
Yeah,
His front paws are embarrassingly long.
that's okay.
Um,
But has it been the whole 6 months as well for the nail trimming alone? as well, like this, yeah, okay, you
Yes.
can admit it, it's fine. So then what I'd like to do is definitely, I think what I just said out there was like every month, let me shave the bum. So when you're here, monthly,
Okay,
because that way the feces and everything like that, we can capture it. Like you're gonna do your job at home to kind of capture a little bit what's happening, but I'm really gonna do the detail work.
okay.
It should be an affordable, low cost, 30-minute, boom, boom, that's it,
That sounds
okay?
good.
And I see you monthly, and why not? And that's just to make sure that feces, when it sticks to a long time, not only does it get hard, but it starts to, there's acid in your poo, which is why if you ever had acid sitting on your bum, it's like itchy, itchy, itchy.
Yeah.
So it starts to burn the skin and then grow into the skin. So we want to keep that off. And so it's good to have me, because I really care about it. And you can do it yourself, by the way, but if you have me doing it, it's like a double check.
Yes,
And then I'm capturing the nails every time.
okay, that sounds
And I
good.
say monthly, but like, I say monthly because of this.
Uh-huh.
Nails can be every other time,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, even when he gets brushed regularly, he gets dreads.
Don't worry about none of that. We're gonna shave it all out.
Good.
So he's in a strap and possibly a wheelchair type of scenario. So right now his terminal illness, that's DM, is end of life care, is looking different than all other dogs. And so in that, we're going to keep his hair short back here as an agreement we already talked about in the lobby. And that way the poo, and she just said he can use the bathroom anytime without warning now, right?
Yeah. And his situation changes daily.
Right.
So he's been having a couple strong days where he's up on his feet, but then some days he can barely move at all.
Okay, so daily changes. Some days he's up and some days he's down. It just depends on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Can I see your front paw? Let me see your front paw.
It's okay.
There we go. I would like lay to the side. Can you lay to the side there? Do that for me. And Mom, hold this arm, and this arm keeps him on the ground. This is a good hold to know how to do when you're trying to work with a dog, even if the dog is nice, but a dog is super aggressive too, okay? Lay them down like this, even put your body weight on the dog here, and hold this arm, the dog's arm on the ground will keep the dog down. You are doing so good. Such a good boy. Yeah, that'll help you stay up too. So he was diagnosed with DM how long ago?
Not very long.
A week, a month, 2 months?
So I started noticing about November this past year.
So November 2022.
Yeah, that he was having stiff legs. I had taken him to the vet, and she initially said osteoarthritis, and
Stiff legs. So
Yeah.
what was,
he wasn't displaying a lot of things at the vet that he does at home. I think adrenaline.
they never do that. It's like, get it to repeat right now. Nope, not gonna happen. So,
So
but at home, what happened? What was stiff? Like, it was like he was hard to get up?
yeah, well, and he just wasn't really bending his legs much and moving his legs in weird ways.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
He would just start falling down. He could be standing up and his legs would just come out from under him.
Okay.
And he'd be walking through the room and his legs would come out from under him. But
Okay.
then it just started progressing very rapidly, and I had the genetic testing done, and he was positive for 2 markers.
Okay. Do you know what the 2 markers were?
I forget, it's whatever it is that they test for, it's
Okay.
SVO1, I think, something like this.
Okay.
And if they have 1 marker, then they carry the disease, but they may not necessarily get sick. But if they have 2 markers, then more than likely they are going to have it. And since he's displaying, it's pretty obvious.
Right.
And there are some breeds that have it more regularly than others, like German Shepherds, I think are
Yep.
the one that everybody knows about. But I've read that Australian Shepherds, actually about 30% of dogs will have DM.
Wow.
Yeah. But he also started having,
Let me see. I'm sorry you don't like it. Let me see. Did it tickle? Let me see. Let me see in here. Let me get as much hair as I can get out of there because this is helping with your walking, okay?
he's also started having seizures at night.
Okay.
And you're talking about dog bites. He
Bit you right here?
right there
Wow.
while he was
Okay.
having a seizure because
Right.
his mouth just
Yeah, he had no idea.
yeah.
Okay.
So when
How many
he's
times does he have the seizure?
nightly,
What?
nightly,
Oh
Yeah.
no, nightly.
nightly.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna talk to you. I can't tell you guys, but you can call me and I'll talk to you about it. I have an idea for you.
Okay. I have been doing something that helps, and the more I do that, the least likely he has seizures at night.
Okay. Would you say that? Would you say?
Yeah, CBD.
Okay, so CBD you think is helping?
Yes,
Well, hold on a second. So I said, how often is it happening? You were like nightly, clearly.
yes.
But if it's happening nightly, but you're doing CBD, the answer should have been not very much since I started CBD.
Well, yes.
Fill me out. Fill me out, because I mean it's true. The reason I say that is because everyone always tells me to use CBD on these aggressive dogs.
Yeah,
It's not true.
really?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
It's not true. Matter of fact, no, it's not done nothing for none of us on this end.
For him, because he has a lot of anxiety as well. You know, and when thunderstorms and fireworks and stuff happen,
Okay.
it's
Don't get upset with me.
You're okay.
Don't get upset. Hold the head back, Mom.
You're okay.
Hold the head back, Mom. Hold the head back in case he bites me.
I would get CBD treats for those things.
Okay.
And
Did you notice those things changing with the CBD?
yeah, they help him
Okay.
a lot more than like Benadryl or anything like that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So, you know, I buy them just to keep him calm, but then I noticed when I'm giving them to him regularly, he's not having the seizures, or they're not as bad.
Okay.
But they're expensive and I run out.
Really?
Yeah.
So, when's the last seizure he had? Was it last night?
I don't recall. I was pretty out last night.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, actually last night, yeah.
Yes.
He was laying on the floor next to me and he was having a mild seizure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes they look just like donkey dreams, you know, just kind
Right.
of kicking,
Right.
and
Okay.
sometimes they're really violent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening to everything you're saying. I have some ideas. I'll tell you offline when we get offline.
Okay, that's
We're gonna start moving to the table now.
Okay.
And this is where I will try to get done quickly because I think what you're gonna do is a body assist here. I'm gonna use my dog up stand, that's the product.
Oh.
And we'll see how much, because he'll also lean, but since you're his owner, you're here. So you can also just guide his body and I'll try to work fast.
Okay,
Fast and off the table, go to the tub.
all right.
Because he can lay down for the bath,
Okay, that
okay?
sounds
Is
great.
that fair? Because I know it can be exhausting, it doesn't seem like it, but after you do something over time for a while, it's just like, whoa, my forearms are burning, I need help, you know what I mean? I
Yes.
get it. Okay. I'll help you in just a second if you want to wait for me.
I
Let me
will.
remove all this stuff. So as she has come into learning about DM, I think I told you, there's a lot of Facebook groups. It's hard to find places that are not groups that are, where else can you get into groups? You know, you can get into a group on meetup.com, you can get into a group on Facebook. There's a lot of hateful people out there, but it is what it is. They actually have groups on Facebook. And where else can you get into groups? You can probably get into discussions on Twitter, but really the only place I know you can get into some serious groups is Facebook. So unfortunately, that's one place I'm going to tell you that you can go and check out. So let's go ahead and see, I don't have everything. My fingertips. Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna shave your butt.
Okay, you get the front, you're gonna get all. You're gonna get all?
I can get it.
Okay, watch your back.
Okay.
Okay, you got, okay, come over here, we'll put them on the table here. This is good. Okay, stay there, go to the front for me for a second, just for a second. And let me evaluate what's going on here.
And that's called knuckling. You
Yep.
can't tell that his feet are.
Yep,
He
yep.
tucks his
So-
knuckles under him.
When you're working with an animal or a human, please help them. Let me see how this will work for him. It's not like we put it there and let go, but at least he has some support, okay? I'm gonna stand up. And we fix the knuckles here, put the pads properly down, and sometimes they can balance themselves really well. So I've got my XL dog up stand, which is, I told her this is why I made a product like this. No offense, it's true. So it could help dogs that cannot support themselves. I even told her that if she were to get something like this, she could put that in the tub, put him in the tub, and then wash the bum here when you're alone, okay? Now for the sake of rushing, I'm actually gonna move pretty quickly.
I can send you pictures of him with his wheelchair.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
I found a really good build on YouTube and my husband and I tackled it.
Okay, so they built a wheelchair, but hit or miss, good days or bad days. Careful, careful. Good days or bad days, you live with the dog and you're gonna decide. Keep your pads underneath there, bud. You got it, you got it. See, he's allowing support here, okay? Is that cool?
Yes.
Is that cool, you guys? Woohoo! There's more than a lady, but there's one lady in California that has a dog with a degenerative bone disease. It's a Yorkie. And when she eats food, she has to put one of the mini underneath her chest. It's a little Yorkie, just to support her to hold herself up to eat. It's so like, the mini stories that I've heard from the products that I've invented for standing up, it's just, wow, like this is what I did it for.
That's great.
And I'm going to tell you guys a secret. We just got a quote for another builder to build these for me in Texas, and we honestly said, I don't know that we can afford to build the XL because there's barely any profit. So I'm not doing it for profit. I'll just be honest with y'all, everyone here watching. It's so expensive to have things made in the United States that it's not profitable. So if you want to tell me I'm all about money, I'm going to tell you right now, I may ask for donations and I may ask for help, but it isn't about money. It is about things like this. Because I told them, I didn't tell them, but I was like, I'm going to order these, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I can imagine.
And people are like, it's too high. I'm like, my clipper costs $300. What is too high? Right?
Right.
And my clipper I have to service. You'll never have to service this.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine for the life of it. Don't have to service it, don't have to oil anything. I have to service my clippers, and if they break, they're $300 out the door, which happens all the time. Okay, glance back here real quick and tell me, do you want me to actually go shorter than that? Like, do you want me to actually go down to the skin here? Not the skin, but like the side of my head, the buzz cut. Do you want me to actually, I can. He might poop any minute now, but.
Yeah, so this is a new thing. I'm not sure how to interpret that.
The poop. The
Yeah.
flexing. He's doing a butt flex on me. Okay, hold on, bud.
We could go shorter if you think that's okay.
Keep this around. Okay, I'm gonna go shorter.
But yeah, he started, and I've read recently, every time something new happens, I look it up and see what I can find.
Right.
And
So what do you start doing?
his tail will go up and down,
Okay.
kind of rhythmically. And at the same time, his little butthole is kind of peeking in and
Okay.
out.
But what happens after that?
Not much of anything.
Okay.
I read that it could be constipation.
Okay.
And
Sorry, but I'm gonna move you a little bit here. Okay.
he just doesn't seem to have a lot of control over it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to include fiber to help him out.
I wouldn't do that too much.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much on the fiber. Or you're gonna be like, maybe that's why he's having some loose stools. And then what kind of fiber are you trying to do there anyway?
Just some pumpkin.
I was gonna say perfect.
A little bit of pumpkin.
And then you don't have to do much of pumpkin, and you can play with the dosage. If you clean it up too much, girl, you're gonna need to take it back.
Yeah.
You start off with half a teaspoon and go from there.
Yes.
Every dog's different.
Yeah, he doesn't care for it too much. So
Really? Yeah,
mix
so
it in
less
his
is more.
kibble. Yeah.
Less is more. Are you doing okay up there?
Yeah.
When you get exhausted, I need you to tell me. Tell me before you get exhausted.
Okay, no, I'm fine.
And really, honestly, I'm going to see you guys pretty soon. So I don't need to do a lot here. I can just get in and out and then get them off the table. Because he's not a regular dog. You know, he's not gonna say, "Hey, I'm sore," but he doesn't need to stand here for an hour.
Yeah.
So I'll clean this up really good. We'll go to bath, and then I'll see you in 6 to 8 weeks. You know what I mean? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Or does that make sense? I should say.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, he needs kind of an all-over thinning out, but especially the butt and the pee-pee area. And you'll see down there, I watched him squat to pee, and then he just lays down. So he just kind of pees on himself.
Okay. But you don't want to do a shave down all over?
No.
Okay. So I want to say maybe do we want to do a short cut under the tummy and everything too?
Yes.
Yes, okay, let me take all that.
Yeah, so all that gets peed on.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna come in, I'm gonna come in this way with you. I'm taking the big stuff off with the 7 and I'm coming back with my 10 to go tighter right against the skin. For those of you guys wanting to know the blade I'm using, you can check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com to support what we do and buy your clippers, and anything I'm using is out there. You're good, Mom. I'm going to be going back and forth.
Okay, Alice?
So those of you guys who are grooming dogs like this and think that you can put a strap under him and swing him around, the answer is no, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. It could hurt some of the organs inside of his body that you can't see, so don't do that.
Oh, Lord.
And really getting it good right now is important because it's been, what, 5 or 6 months, right? You said.
Yes.
Was there a reason why, tell us, like, if there was did you have an issue finding someone who could help you, or did you have anything like that, or is it just timing?
Just timing, really. I was it's okay. I was taking him to PetSmart. The one I was taking to, I've gone in the past and they've done a great job. This one's been hit or miss, and I just figured
This particular PetSmart was hit or miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just figured with his needs changing, I should find somebody better.
Okay.
And then I found you.
And then how did you find me?
Just doing a Google search.
Okay.
And saw that you specialize in disabled dogs.
Ooh, watch your fingers. Just stay put for me.
Okay.
Didn't hurt you, did it?
No.
So when you got him, did you buy him, rescue him?
He was given to us as a gift
Okay.
by my son's paternal grandfather.
Okay.
He had an Australian Shepherd and decided everybody needed an Australian Shepherd.
Okay.
Um,
Did he breed the dogs, or did you, tell me a little bit about that.
so his dog was a purebred Australian Shepherd, and he bred him with someone else's Australian Shepherd. I never saw the mother, I knew the father.
Well, did you know genetic testing on the father?
No.
No, so it
No.
doesn't, honestly, when she said, so if you don't go by what anyone says, just go by the genetic test.
Yeah.
It could have been either or at this point, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So it's not about who's full blood or none of that. It doesn't, none of that matters.
No.
And so that's true, Would you have liked to have known early on in life? Or would it have mattered anyway?
I don't think it would have mattered
Yeah.
anyway.
What are you gonna do? Put your dog down? I mean, like, really, what are you gonna do, right?
He's been with us for 9 years, and he's been with me for 9 years. And I
So
wouldn't-
now you just have, DM doesn't change their mind.
No,
It doesn't change their personality.
not at all.
It just starts to prevent them from really,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah, he's taking care of me when I needed it, and so I'm gonna take care of him as long as I can.
That's awesome.
But that's one of the hard things to watch is his mind is great, and he
Right.
still thinks he can go.
Right. Like the doggy door thing.
Right.
You have to say, look, you're his advocate. So you have to go, whoa, 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 whoa. You scratch your head on that? We ain't doing that anymore, right?
Things like, tossing a ball. He still wants to play ball, and he tosses the ball, and he does a barrel roll across the yard.
Okay, well, don't throw it far, but toss the ball in front of his face.
So we're changing that.
Yeah, yep.
This weekend I'm barricading the stairs because he wants to go upstairs and then it falls down the stairs.
Senior care living, honey.
Exactly.
You have to change a lot of stuff. I'm taking the tail off. Like a half on top and then change on the bottom.
That sounds good.
And honestly, like, here's a good question. Do you care what it looks like? Or is hygiene cut is necessary?
The hygiene cut is necessary, yes.
I think she was like stalling, like, what do you mean, Dee? Of course I do. Don't shit, like, I've already shaved his butt off. I mean, you have no choice now, hot mama.
It's his health and his care is more important than, he's beautiful. But, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you're leaning forward. Let's fix your, there you go. That's fine if you want to lean, but I mean, it probably isn't good for your spinal cord. That's fine, go down. Remember, I told you, if he laid down for brushing, that's fine for me. And I said that, right? If he lays down on the table, that's fine for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna raise him up so our lower back doesn't hurt too much. And I'm just sorry, buddy. You need to eat some parsley because this passive gas stuff that you're doing for me. Whew.
He had a cheeseburger yesterday.
You had a cheeseburger. Okay, so now you get special treatment, like real special treatment. Cheeseburgers. All right, baby. Cheeseburgers.
Well, we used to go to the dog park and get good and muddy, and then go to the do-it-yourself washateria, and then get cheeseburgers after.
Okay.
So we didn't go to the dog park or anything, but we had cheeseburgers, so he got a cheeseburger.
I'm gonna swing this way. You can stay there and
Okay.
come back around after I swing it.
All right.
This arm is good. Mommy's gonna stay right there for you.
Right here, buddy.
Right there for you.
Where are you going?
So here we go. This right here has poop.
Okay.
It will wash off.
Okay.
If it's poop here, how did it get there?
He fell in it.
He fell in it.
He
So,
pooped and then just fell over into it.
so here, where's the strap coming?
His strap comes around his legs to about here.
Okay. Do you want me to take this? This is a 10. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you like that?
Feels
Can you feel
good,
that?
huh?
Give massages at home.
I do,
Okay.
yes.
So he really liked that. Here, 7 blade. Here, 10. This is off. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna wipe your forehead.
Thanks. Flashes.
Is it hot flashes? It's
Yes.
hot in here. I'm wondering, do I turn the air conditioner on or what the heck? This weather that we have, it's just
It's
ridiculous.
not.
Let me see if I. Stay there. Let me see about this AC. Son, are you doing okay out here?
Yes,
Okay. You sure?
yes, that was okay.
Alice is fine. Would you like to sit on a chair and look at us?
Yes,
Bring the chair out there over here to the door, okay? Is there a chair right there?
You're doing good, baby.
Bring it. There's a
Doing
chair
so
out there.
good.
No, right there. That too. That one right there. The folding one. Either or. And you can, post it right there. Are you bored out there?
yes,
Yeah, me too. I would be bored too. I thought she gave you something to do.
she did.
Wait, what did he say?
Requires,
What?
fee, and I don't have her face ID, and I don't.
Oh, you don't have the face ID. You really set him up for failure. Well, do you want her to do the face ID real quick? Because I don't want you on your, or you just want to watch?
Yeah, I wanna
Okay, so anywhere right there is fine. Okay? And that way you're off film. Okay, hold on. I actually need you off film because you're a child.
Yeah.
So I'll have you, sorry son, I'm gonna come over here, okay? You can still see, but there's laws against videography with children. So I'll have you sit there. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm looking at, that's good. That way I don't have to worry about you and your,
Okay. All right.
what am I trying to say? Security, you're protect you, okay?
Thank you.
You feel that? Yeah.
Feels good, huh?
Listen, this is crazy, but if you have a vibrator of any kind, bring it here.
Okay.
Put it in a Ziploc bag and use it.
Yeah.
He's really, this will keep his, I don't even know how I know this, but this will help. I can see him reacting, and I wanna just keep that alive.
Okay.
So that might be before, like, when you go get the, what's that? Electrodes,
Yeah.
it's the same idea I have in my head, do that here. Nightly.
Alright. Yeah, one thing that's changed recently that I love is he wants to sit in my lap all the time. He's great, and so I do that. I massage his legs.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kind of move them around, make
Okay.
sure.
Get that vibrator out.
Okay.
I'm not joking. You need to borrow one that I don't use anymore.
He's getting so bony. One of the videos that you had sent me of the dog that with the
Brittany?
mushroom cut.
Say again?
The one with the mushroom cut. The black
Oh,
yeah.
she passed away recently.
Oh, my.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, the mushroom cut. I need you to see that because that could potentially, oh, let's bring that over here. That potentially could be where we were at.
Yeah.
We're not doing a mushroom cut, but what is this called, you know? What are we doing here?
You know, I don't know.
It's that one advertisement with that golden retriever on that lawn care, that AC company was like, you don't want a company that doesn't finish their job. Did you see that
No,
commercial?
I don't think so.
The golden retriever shaved like here in the back. You wouldn't hire someone that doesn't finish, would you?
Well, it struck a nerve because he's been doing a lot of the same thing, isolating himself.
He has.
Yeah.
So you're not letting him, right?
Yeah, so after I saw that, I'm like,
Right.
cause I go out.
You know
and
what that is, right?
Yeah.
What?
Trying to separate himself so he can
What?
lay down and die.
Yes. If you know what it is, you know how to work it.
Yep. So, you know, I go out and I talk to him. I'm like,
And this is outside.
I respect you as a sentient being, but you cannot be staying out here by yourself, and I don't like it.
Yep.
So,
I do the same thing. I'm like, not today, not alone. I tell him, not alone, not on my watch. When that started happening with my Duke, he was dying of heart disease and collapsed trachea. When he did that, it was the next day he went. So watch it and time it for the educational study I'm doing, and let me know when he started doing that separation, how long from that point on did he actually pass.
okay.
Okay, help me with that.
I will.
Okay, so I think the pet parent can kind of understand where I'm coming with it, because she's having to go dive into as much as she can to learn about something she did not know anything about. We talked about this. And she's like, any kind of helpful information will help me help my animal, right? So if she knows that, then she's going to be willing to be like, Dee Dee, here's everything I learned about this.
Yeah.
You know?
And also what you said to me on the phone about, what you said on the phone about not being sad around him was major, and I've noticed a huge improvement in him.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what did I tell YouTube?
So Dee Dee told me that if it's a sad time right now, not to show that sadness around Atlas. And it was hard because I was very, it's been tearing me up, and so I'm so sorry this is happening to you, let's sit here and be sad together, and he's really been displaying that kind of attitude. And then I was like, Dee Dee's absolutely right, I have all the time in the world to be sad later, and he doesn't need that right now, so I changed how I was approaching it, and he's been willing to try harder at getting up. He's had a few good days where he's on his feet more than he's not on his feet. That's been huge.
That comment was huge. And in that moment, I don't know if you were crying while I was saying it, but it was quiet. and I didn't know her. I just knew what she needed from me, and I did. I told her this, I'm gonna tell you, if your dog is not well, if your dog is dying, if your dog is terminally ill, if your dog has a disease that you cannot fight, you can just make them comfortable. If your dog is old and dying, save it. Because there will come a time you can cry all day and night when your dog is not here. And I know it's hard. Don't think that I'm not tearing up when I look at my senior dogs, because I do, but I don't show it like, I don't do that until they're gone. And then my alive dogs will take care of me. But if you do it now, before he's gone, he is going to consume all of your emotion and energy in that, and he will live it. And we don't need to do that for him. At the end of his life, he should be partying for the awesome life he had. And when he is gone, you can cry. So it helps me to tell myself, so I told you, it helps me to remind myself to cry later. And that includes my friend who's died of stage 4 cancer. We just buried her on Friday. Cry later. When she was sick and ill, I wasn't on the phone crying with her every time she called me. You kidding me? I waited until she was gone, and then I can cry hard a lot. Okay? I'm glad that helped you.
It did.
Do you feel a love from me as a stranger that you've never felt before? I am here for you.
Thank you.
And I just met you.
Thank you.
No matter what, okay?
Okay.
Including Dee Dee, can you come to my house and help me with this? I will come.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And I'm not lying.
Thank you.
I got you. So I better cancel all vacations for the next year, because I don't even know when this is going to happen. Not that I have any schedule. I got 10 puppies at home that are requiring non-stop care. Oh, they're so cute.
We have another one. She's turning 1 on
Yeah?
Tuesday.
1.
Yep.
So is that one, what is that one doing to this one?
Oh,
Anything?
She murders.
What?
She
Murders?
She tries to murder him. She
Oh,
killed chickens and
Oh,
she got into a bad dog fight that made my mom fall down and bit my dad's finger and made the nerve come out and that freaking hurt Alice's left front leg and made it bleed, so we had to put a bandage on it.
we're live on YouTube. Animal control. Don't call me. I know nothing. I did not even hear what you just said. He's laughing now. Oh yeah, he's laughing now. I gotta tell the show that. He's laughing now. Oh, spill the beans. That's what I do all the time. Man, we should hang out more often. We'll be walking around telling everybody about gossip.
yeah, she's a little monster. She's a
Really?
sweetheart.
What
but,
breed?
Well, I rescued her as thinking she was a Catahoula mix. And
Okay.
she has Catahoula mixed in the mix. But every aggressive dog breed that there is,
Is it her?
yes.
So why did you find the aggressive dog groomer here in the room? I mean, like, is that what's up next?
Well, luckily she's easy to bathe and
The hair wise, right? Short hair?
yeah, and
Good.
she doesn't have toenail issues, so I
Good.
can clip her toenails.
Okay.
But yeah, she's got pit bull, American Staffordshire Terrier, Rottweiler.
Wow, that's kind of what I got in the house right now. Crazy.
She's got Chow Chow.
Oh my, how did you do a test?
Yeah, I did a
No, you
genetic
didn't.
test. I did.
Did you do a genetic test too?
I did
Yeah,
not do a
you need
genetic
to.
test. Yeah.
Go ahead and throw that in there when you can afford it.
Yeah.
Not that you can't, but we're gonna do a whole flip. And maybe not like that, but I'm gonna go like that, okay? So we'll come. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Come down. There you go. I got his backside. There we go, bud.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
There we go.
But yeah, she likes to play bitey things. And he's old and doesn't have the patience for it most of the time.
Okay.
And
So,
she's got,
don't forget separation.
yeah,
You gotta help him out. He doesn't know. He is not in that condition to do that.
yeah. I have to separate them. She has food aggression, so I have to separate them
Oh
to
my
feed.
gosh.
Yeah.
She came with everything.
Yes.
Where did you rescue her from?
ASPCA.
Okay. Very cool.
She's a sweetheart, but we have to mind her triggers.
Right. Right.
Um,
That's exactly what I teach, don't I, you guys?
So they got in a fight and we ended up making it worse.
By getting involved, or
Yeah.
who got in a fight?
She and Atlas.
Oh my. Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She chewed him up pretty good.
Oh,
Because
God.
he couldn't get his back legs.
Oh
for him to-
God.
And we didn't know
No.
how to break it up, so we were kind of making it worse. And now we know better.
What do you do now?
Grab them by their back legs and pull them apart.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? Say that louder.
Grab their back legs and pull them apart, because if they don't have their back legs, they don't have the strength to keep going after them.
Okay.
Um,
And this guy doesn't even have any. He ain't gonna be doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's probably just trying to be defensive.
yes, exactly.
Wow.
But yeah, so there's a certain area near our kitchen, kind of bottlenecked, and he was there, and she was there, and I had food,
I
and
had a bad day. It's a
Yeah.
bad day. Now you know, right?
Now we know.
You don't do that no more?
So we watch those triggers, make sure not to put him or her in that situation.
Right. Is she kennel trained?
Yes.
So when you're preparing food for them, everyone gets in a kennel. Except for him, I mean, she has to get in the kennel to eat.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
that's good.
That's what I do with all my dogs. Everyone, I have all different ages, all different rescues and non-rescues, and they all have their own whatever, you know, if you put, even if there's not a problem, if you create a like excitement, one is gonna feed off the wrong energy and go boom, take a bite,
Yes.
like get back, you know, so right there especially, not that I have a food problem, but everyone's kennel trained, because if I were to have a stranger come up in my house, I don't want them to be like, I'm pet sitting, but everyone's acting crazy, and because I came in, now they're fueled.
Yes.
So everyone's kennel trained. And with that dog, if you ever had to have an emergency and have someone come over, she better be kennel trained.
Yeah.
So that someone feels safe walking into your house. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So make sure you do that, and then feeding helps them understand that this is a safe place for them to eat, lay, sleep, and be in.
Yeah.
Because if this one has a seizure and everything's going around, she gets hyped up off of his feed,
Yeah.
she could get triggered and just attack him out of excitement.
True.
In that moment. It's like kennel. She knows how to get in the kennel, give her some treats or whatever. She's in there. Now you can work with what's going on with him.
Recently we had a seizure in the living room, and she was sleeping off in a distance. And she got up and came and just stood next to him and just like
Support?
she was taking care of him.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's kind of turned a corner, like she's starting to grow up a little bit.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
but she still has way more energy than he has the ability to
right.
give.
Well, especially now. Especially
You
now.
can see here is where he scraped his foot and he won't leave it alone.
Oh, he won't, huh? So I would recommend, this is one of my dogs, I gave him a product for, I forgot what it's called. I know what it's called, but I'm trying to not tell you the brand, but I gave him this product to stop itching, and I gave everybody, it's kind of like it has all these ICUs and all this stuff, probiotics, and he started itching himself everywhere. He's allergic to it.
Oh, no.
So I couldn't get him to stop for 3 weeks. So a cone head. I put a cone head on. So if you
Gotcha.
need something like that, let me know.
Okay, well I got boots for him. I've been putting silver honey on it, or honey silver.
But if he can still get it, then he can still keep it open, right? So then just not, and then honestly, no offense, you guys know, I have a cone head for every one of my dogs. Because I'm not gonna get the plastic uncomfortable one when there's a surgery, they have this nice comfortable one.
Yeah.
So I have that just for emergencies. Just saying, it's
Yeah.
true. Because you can fold it, bend it, they can eat still with it, they just
Oh,
can't
nice.
access all these things that itch, and it's soft so they can wear it 24/7.
Okay.
And he did, he wore it 24/7 for 3 weeks. And matter of fact, the one size was a little too short, so I was lucky I sell them, because I was like, okay, you need a little bit longer one, because his snout's really long. Okay, I think this is good, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're gonna tell me, because this can get knotted, so you have to brush here, okay? At least try, or then later you're gonna say, go higher, Dee Dee, because I'll see you in a month or two, okay?
Okay.
And then at least we've got this all taken care of here. Okay.
Feeling exposed.
That's what I was gonna say, you wearing some panties. It's like we got you down to panties, you know what I mean? Let me see what's going on in here. Nope, just right there is good. I'm gonna lift this one for you. Okay. Come on here. It's not as bad as some of the ones I've seen on my dog. I'm like, whoa, it's bad.
okay.
Oh no. Oh no, there's a tangle right there. Hmm. Yeah, it does break your heart though if the love of your life starts to not do well.
Yeah, and it just happens so fast, like just fast.
Explain fast.
So, middle of November, he was fine, running around, being himself. And, by middle of December, he was having a hard time getting up and walking. And January, he's dragging his feet behind him, and spends time in a wheelchair. And they say that after diagnosis, they've got 6 to 12 months generally.
Wow, what?
Yeah. So it's like I start to see little things that suggest late stage.
Oh,
And I
really?
feel like it's too soon for that, but he'll start getting trembling in his front paws, like he's starting to lose strength in his front paws as well. And a lot of times when I put him in the wheelchair, which is kind of why I opted to bring the strap since he's having a stronger day today,
Okay.
make him work his legs a little more,
Okay.
because in the wheelchair he's taken to just kind of dragging his feet behind him.
Okay. You laughing at him? He almost fell off the table.
No, but he like twitched his paw. Kind of.
He flinched his paw to do what?
He was falling up and
Oh, he caught himself.
here, kind of. I'm just like, smart.
Oh, smart. Oh, yeah. He is smart.
Making sure he eats has been crucial too, because he's always had a weird eating style.
Okay. Which is what?
He doesn't eat very much.
Okay.
He just never has. You can put food out for him and it could stay there for a day before he
Okay.
finally eats it. But
So now, is he on medicine?
no.
Okay. So then, how's his eating now?
It's good. I keep him separated from the other dog, making sure he eats, because he was getting really skinny.
Okay.
And I think that was not helping him at all, because then he was weaker. So I have to make sure that he eats every day.
Right. You have to make the time to make sure he eats. You can't just skip it now.
Yeah,
You can't be like, oh, it's okay, you'll get to it. No, you can't, right?
yeah, I have to make sure he eats every day.
So let me ask you this, when one dog is eating and the other one's not eating, or when you put out the food, is it free feeding in the sense like you wouldn't be able to tell who's ate what? At some point, was it like that?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So when you do the kennel feeding, guess what? You guys kennel feed. When you do kennel feeding, guess what? You don't know who didn't eat what.
yeah,
You know exactly when you pull that bowl up. I know when Faith eats half, she didn't eat all of it that day.
yeah,
Or when she eats it all, I know she ate it all, not Saki went over there and ate it all for her.
right.
Right? When dogs' energies, especially when one dog knows another dog can smell death, they are going to change what they do, and they're going to help that dog along its way.
Yeah,
That's just natural. And sometimes it's a blessing, because then we can just, if we were an animal kingdom, then we can just get on without suffering. See,
Yeah.
there's no suffering but we as humans don't want to let go, as well as, why would we want to let go? But what I'm saying, we don't let go. We don't want to let go. We're emotional creatures, and animals are loving and kind, and I think they have emotion too, but they also know when it's time for you to go. They'll help you along the way. I hope you don't take that the wrong way, but it's really what happens. This one pit bull owner, a client of mine, she got home and that pit bull had killed her oldest dog out of the blue. And I can tell you why, because I felt like that dog, the old 18-year-old Chihuahua, was finally like, end of life, like this is it. And so that pit bull said, I'm gonna help you out, my friend.
yeah,
And I said, well, that's a blessing in disguise in its own way. Take it how you may. Because we can't do that as humans. As you'll see your family members suffer for a long time, and you can't pull a cord, you can't let them go, you have to let them ride it out. And some of y'all know your family members did want to go. They didn't want to be on all those tubes.
right.
That's why you got to get a living will if you don't have one already. Okay, last thing I'm going to do here, I hope this is okay.
Okay.
Is this okay?
I think so.
At least for this time. I will see you soon. Since you're in such a great position here, what's dirty is here.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna clean that, and then we'll go to the bath, and then you guys can air out, and I'm gonna let you go.
You got dirty ears. There's no critters in there though. That's cool.
Are you yawning over there? I'm gonna put you to work.
I'm not. I'm just satisfied of
Don't talk about it.
I'm not.
Don't say anything yet. We'll just talk about it offline, okay?
Okay.
Don't forget. I know what you're pointing at.
Okay.
I know what you're pointing at. Did you say you're so satisfied? You want to volunteer with me?
Sure. I've just always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Oh, is that right? I hear that a lot, but most of the people I invite back here don't come back. We have to see if you're consistent. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, I want you to look that up later, okay? Consistent.
Consistent. Okay.
Learn what consistent means.
Okay.
And you need to get back with me. Mom's got my number,
Okay.
okay? Don't you play with me,
I'm not.
okay?
I'm not.
I'll send you off to the Air Force first.
Hey, your grandpa was the Air Force.
Grandpa was in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Papa?
We call him Bubba, but he wasn't like out inside the battlefield. He was like back at the base.
Okay, okay.
But I don't know why I need to be in the Air Force at so young.
Well, you can't go so young, but I'm going to prep you for it. If you don't know what consistent means, don't mess with me. Oh, gosh. I'm going to start these classes, and I'd love you to come. Okay, when I start these classes. All right, you guys, I'm going to come close out the feed here in just a second. And I'm going to bring them to the bathtub, close out the feed. That way I can take my time with the pet parent. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you. Please share this video and put down DM. Spell it all out. Because I think people need to know and know how to handle it. And thank you for letting me record it. It's so important. Very rarely do we see these cases. I think a lot of times we don't get to groom them after they get diagnosed, because you can't find a place that is willing to just let you be there and go through these things together, because the groom still needs to happen. Pooh was all back there, okay? You need help, call me. I'm in Texas, myfavoritegroomer.com. I'll be right back at YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Okay, love you guys. Okay. Would you move over the chair and everything? Mom and I are going to come together and carry, because I know you're probably getting exhausted, aren't you?
I can carry.
Okay. He's about, what, 38, 40 pounds?
Probably around 40 pounds.
40
now.
pounds?
Yeah.
I'm going to direct you where we're going. Okay? Actually, stay right there. Stay right there. Come down. Stay right there. Stay right there a second. Just come down right there. Let me brush this side just a tiny bit. Because that side did not brush as much as I did the other side.
Sorry,
Brush.
I just didn't want to keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Kind of in my head, I'm like, we're done. I'm ready for you to go. It's too long already.
I think he'll really enjoy me behind his ear.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Can you
that's
tell?
I can, I think.
Did you tell? Huh? Stay there, Mama.
Okay.
Atlas!
Okay, you want
Look at me, Mom. Atlas! Put your hand down. Oh, Atlas! There you go. Let me do one more time, okay? Okay, look at me, Mom. Atlas! Good boy. Okay, go over there, just in case. Go. Look at me, not YouTube. I'm just messing, okay? Stand up. So put your love your mom. Love your mom. Oh, that's so sweet. Atlas! Woo! Atlas, right here.
He
Right
hates
here.
his picture taken.
Did he? Nuh-uh. He hates it? Right here.
Atlas, look.
Atlas! You guys look at me. Atlas!
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that for you, okay?
Yeah, he hates his
All right.
picture taken and he hates it when I'm on my cell phone.
Well, he did get his picture, and he gave me some good looks, so that's good. That's good stuff. Oh, we go out there. Go out there. Go out there. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's go, Mama.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Got him. Okay. Got him. Okay. Great. Watch that.
Can you grab the strap, buddy? It's right there on the board. Where is it?
On the board. Don't worry. Come out. Take that. Go on. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there so I can take my time in the bathtub with him. I hope this helps educate you with someone's dog or your own dog or the potential of your own dog getting DM. It is huge. It is a big deal. They will not be able to walk. They will start to drag their feet. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? One of the things I'd like to throw at you, because I always try to give people tips even if I just talk to them and they never even come in. One of those tips is, if you are alone and you have a very large dog and you own a very large dog, here is how you're going to move that dog into your car if you have to go to the ER with your dog. You are going to be panicking, and you're going to slowly remember that you cannot drag the dog by its feet or limbs, okay? You are going to get a sheet or blanket, and you're going to throw that sheet or blanket out. I don't care if your dog is you could sit there with your dog if the dog is having a seizure, but throw that sheet out. When you're ready to move your dog, you're going to roll your dog, because you can't lift your dog on an emergency. Dead weight, that's very heavy if you have a very big dog. You're going to roll your dog onto that sheet. You're going to foop, foop, and then pull that sheet all the way to your car. And maybe when you get to the car, you're going to open the doors or the trunk or whatever you're going to do, and you're going to grab the bottom of the sheet and add it to the two, whoop, whoop, and then grab the bottom of the sheet, and you're going to pull that dog up into the car. And that is going to get you the ability to go to the ER or to the veterinarian when you're by yourself with a very large dog. And if you're hearing this and you need to prepare to be ready for that, and you need to go ahead and start looking for a wagon or a trolley, it's on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or wherever you're going to get something like that, cheap or new somewhere, and I'll put it on the description of the video if you want to get it new. But there's so many, you might be like, I never needed that before, but it's a good thought to have that. From the living room to the garage is a mile, depending on how big your house is. So then you go, I'm glad I got that. I'm glad she mentioned that. You know, I'm going to start looking for that. That's something I definitely need to have, little trolley, little push thing, so that you can now roll onto the cart and then push to the car and then pull up into the car. If you're by yourself, like me a lot of times, and you have to do that with your big dogs, what are you going to do? I've heard it before. One of my real estate friends, we were both realtors, her dog was a doodle. Her dog waited outside till the owner's husband, the man, got home. She couldn't move. She was outside in the grass for hours because my friend said she couldn't pick her up. Don't do that. Try something better, something different. Pull. Cardboard slides really easy on grass and carpet as well. So I always actually have flat cardboard in my car and in the bottom of my garage. I always have flat cardboard. I just save it. I do. It's the weirdest thing, but I have it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. Please subscribe, like, and share. Even if you don't know a dog with DM, somebody does. 80, did she say 30% of Australian Shepherds get it, or was it 80? 30% of Australian Shepherds are going to have DM. You should share this video. All right, love you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next live feed. Bye. Have a great day.